Hello, long time no see again. I guess that's my thing, I'm just having these long pauses all the time because I have another life as well. Yabridge. I'm sure you are interested in this one. So, Yabridge is yet another way to use Windows audio plugins on Linux. So yeah, that's a thing. You can really run Windows audio plugins in Linux, and it actually is a very good experience, latency-wise and everything. However, there is a lot of issues still with different Wine version compatibility things and stuff like that. So I actually had kind of like an aim for myself, trying to simplify everything and do a script that simplifies everything, and I kind of was able to do that, but I'm not like super happy on everything on that, but still, today I'm going to try at least to install Melodyne and NeuralDSP using the script that I created for Ubuntu Studio 24.04, which is the latest LTS at this point. The exact issue that I was talking about is this Yabridge has been tested under the following hosts, so host applications using Wine staging 9.21. So there are two things here. It's first of all, it's the staging version of Wine, and then it's the specific 9.21 version. And that's actually quite old already, because the Wine version is somewhere on the 10 or something like that. Already at 9.22, there is an issue that has been for a long time. And in the most recent Wine version 10 something, it is at least somewhat fixed, but it still has issues. So Wine staging 9.21 is the safe bet at this point. So latest release is 5.1.1 for the Yabridge. And what I made was a yabridge-installer. And the idea of this installer is that it will also pin a specific Wine version that is compatible with Yabridge 5.1.1. And what it does, it actually installs this particular Wine version side by side with the system Wine. So then you can keep the system Wine up to date all the time. I really hated the idea that I would have to lock down my Wine version to specific version. So because I do other things on the computer as well than just music, and I want my Wine to be as new version as possible. Then it also patches Yabridge to use only that version. So that's the kind of the magic that I tried to do here. Now the script itself is not perfect. It kind of should work on Debian-based systems, but mostly it's because it uses your distribution code name and ID to resolve the correct WineHQ repository that we need to use. So I think we can actually get the WineHQ third-party repositories here. Oh yeah, here it is. So the repository path where the packages are kind of depends a little bit on your distribution code name, and also the distribution name is here in the path as well. So my script tries to figure that out, but it's not always able to do that, especially if you have some special version. But otherwise, if it's a Debian-based system, if you can find the repos, then you can just do a little bit of stabbing on the code and fix those IDs. Anyway, let's get to the point here, and 3 lines of code here: git clone, which clones the repository, then chmod plus x, which gives executable rights for the script itself, and then just executing the script. And those are the 3 things that we need to do. Step 2 is you just get an executable, any Windows executable that is a plugin installer, and then you will see this. Select Wine version. So obviously we don't know if that executable is a normal Windows application that it would run with your system Wine. So you can select that, is this executable actually an audio plugin installer, in which case it will install it to that dedicated Wine environment that is also only set up for Yabridge. Okay, let's do this. Let's copy these 3 lines here, and let me open a terminal. Let's put it a little bit bigger so you can see. Let me create the temporary folder mkdir tmp. Now let's go there, tmp, like that. Let's put it here. Paste here, like so. So Oh, looks like I already have yabridges. I didn't delete it last time when I tested it, but yeah, if you continue to be removed and reinstalled, so yeah, let's just continue. It wouldn't ask this if you don't have it, but we need to reinstall it because we want to put that specific 5.1.1 version, and we also want to patch that to use the specific Wine version. Next thing what it says here is that, okay, notice that I already have the Wine HQ repositories already set up in my system, so it's not going to add those to that. And then it detected that my, based on my distribution ID and code name, it detected the Wine HQ code name that I'm supposed to be using for the repositories. Next thing it does, before it starts doing any kind of like apt-get downloading packages, it wants to do apt-get update. So obviously you need to give password for that. It just requires that to update the packages. And now it does things. So it noticed that the system Wine and Winetricks already installed. Good. System Wine version is Wine 10. Now it's downloading Wine staging 9.21 and installing it. It also wrapped the yabridge, it does the patching for the yabridge there and so on. And now it's setting up the Wine environment and registering the selector. Now it's also applying the Winetricks for the Winetricks DXVK, which is DirectX Vulkan support. And that is actually kind of important for all the new Juice Place plugins, at least, that use DirectX for rendering the screen. They work, but the UI is not responsive for whatever you do. So by applying that, it's more responsive, or it's responsive and it works. On the other hand, that might sometimes break something, especially if you don't have Vulkan drivers and if you don't have your GPU drivers properly set up or something like that. So you might have issues. Anyway, as I said, it's not perfect. But now it says that all good. Simply double-click any Windows plugin installer you've downloaded and choose Audio Plugin Installer to install it. Once installed, simply use your favorite DAW, but remember to rescan plugins. Cool. So, 3 lines of things, and that's it. So let's now, I think I had like downloads. Yeah, let's just go to my downloads, because I think I had like, there's an Archtype Gojira that I've downloaded. Let's try that. So when I double click it, now this is what we see. So this is what just got installed. We noticed that because I'm trying to run an executable, it will ask that, do I want to use System Wine for running that, or do I want to use the audio plugin installer, the yabridge fine? And obviously this is a plugin installer, so I want to do audio plugin installer. And let's see how this goes. And this I already knew. It's kind of sad, but the installer is completely broken UI-wise. So it's all black. You can see some here. This doesn't do anything. It probably says something like welcome here, but we can't go next. So let's go next. And now we cannot go next, but there's obviously some sort of license agreement, and I think that's probably agreeing for the license. Now we can go next. And usually this is something, this kind of looks like just selecting, is it like maybe like a full installation, or is it custom installation? Probably it's like that, because usually it's something like that. It's like full and custom or something like that. I mean, like you can go full, or you can go custom, or eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I don't know. Let's go with that. The VST plugin is there, and also the VST3 plugin is there, and so on. So those are all handled with my script. So let's just install and go with the defaults. And let's see what we will get and finish. Now, warning. We got here this link to the actual, like the standalone plugin, the standalone NeuralDSP Archtype Gojira. Those will never work well. The issue is that when you would be running that, just double click it and open it to your own window and so on, it is an application that is running in Wine, and that will be a really bad performance. But when you are running it now that we installed it, the actual plugin part of it got already synchronized with yabridge, and yabridge can use the plugin very efficiently. So do not use this. Just delete it. Get rid of it. Never use that. What you need to do is then just, use your favorite DAW, or maybe in this case I'm just opening Carla, just to add the plugin here. And now if we look for Gojira, I think. Oh, we don't have it, so I forgot to rescan plugin. So obviously we need to refresh. And I think it was a VST3 plugin, so let's scan for those. And yes, something is happening. In order to run the software, we can actually see it from there that it was scanning the Gojira plugin. In order to run the software, license support components need to be downloaded and installed. So obviously something that those commercial plugins have. They have some sort of licensing, and the first run is always usually some sort of license thingy. Like in this case, it doesn't even allow us to scan it through unless we go through another installer that installs some sort of licensing management system for it. But this installer seems to be much better, or at least it looks correct here. Let's accept the license terms, install, whatnot. Finish. That wasn't too bad. It's actually quite good. Oh, we still have another installer. I thought it was there already. Yes, let's accept, install. So far, so good. Everything at least seems to be working. We do have like a window here that I think this window launched the licensing thing. So I don't want to close this, because if I close this, then it probably crashes this. So yeah, let's just finish this. And what happens now? Oh, now it goes away. And what happens? Oh, okay, software activation. Archtype Gojira. License storage updated. Okay. Activation is required. Try. Yes, we want to try. Aha. Trial requires you to have an ilog.com account. I guess we need to set up an account. Create new account. Let's go to ilog.com. Okay, create free account. I will pause and create my account. Your account with the user ID has been activated. Continue. Cool. So now I guess I can use it here. So let's put that away and let's put my account information. Okay, yeah, select location, sudo Metal Studio, put the license on this computer. Successful activation. It's done now. So let's now see if we got the Gojira. Yeah, we have Gojira here now. And does it load? Aha, expression warning. Okay, info setting, continue. Where's my Gojira? Now it's there. Oh, this is. It took a while to load. Let's try it again. Remove. Add. Gojira. It takes a weirdly long time to load. I was kind of expecting it to be like almost instant. But now it's there. So it loaded. Can we open the UI? Yes, we can. Does it work? Yes, it does. Does it sound good? I don't know. Let's try. Oh boy, it works. Oh, and the latency is I'm like, it's very good. I'm running 128, 48 kilohertz. So my latency is something like I think it's like 10 milliseconds or so. I mean, like, it does sound good, you know. It is a very polished, very good commercial plugin, so it should be. It should be good. Oh, this definitely has some stereo effect, yeah. works! I think it works pretty much perfectly. That's Gojira Archtype in Carla. I wonder if that works in... We can also test that in Ardour as well. And why not in Reaper? Because I think I loaded Reaper a few months ago. So let's test Ardour. Just a new session, empty template, a new track, audio track, mono. Let's put guitar, edit, preferences, plugins, scan for plugins. I guess now we probably should have it. Let's see if we now have the Gojira here. Yeah, now we have it here. Insert. And this loads really, it's really slow to load it here. Like it's still loading. Or at least I assume that's loading. Yeah, it's loading. It was loading. Oh, and it also reports that latency. So 57 samples behind. So there is a little bit of latency caused by this plugin. Let's put my audio there, and so my Ardour master, let's put that to sidechains like that, and input. Yep. It works, and the latency is, I think it's probably around 10 milliseconds. Yeah, it is under 10 milliseconds. I don't feel it at all. Anyway, so yeah, it works here in Ardour. Let's see if I still have Reaper. We can test it there as well. Let's try. Oh, we can see it here. Archtype Gojira. The plugins were scanned when I started the whole thing, and also here it seems to be like quite slow. I already clicked add, I think. Oh yeah, but it's there. I still kind of struggle how this works. Here's the Reaper. Let's put this one to this one. Oh yeah, that's how it works. Works like a charm. Carla, Ardour, Reaper, works with all of those. Next, let's try Melodyne. Let's just get it here. Trial. Melodyne 5 Studio, I think. Yeah, 5 Studio for Windows. Download. And let's just run it from here. And we get the Wine version selector again. It's an audio plugin installer. Okay. And let's see if this is any better than the other one. Okay, welcome to Melodyne 5. Next. Agree license, install. Okay, so we get the redistributables. Finish. That was painless. Let's see. Probably there's always a license thing. Scan the plugins. Scan. Melo. Oh, it's there. It doesn't even complain about the license. What is this? Oh, now it complains about the license, and it's like it's on my all of my 3 screens here. I need to put it a little bit smaller. So, okay, that was very painless, and yeah, let's activate. Probably copy the URL here. It doesn't even do anything. Does it do? I don't know. Let's see. Did it copy? Oh, it did copy something. Yeah. Your license options. Oh yeah. The trial period has expired. I did try it before, so I cannot. At least you know you cannot screw the license. But it works, and it worked also before. I used it in Ardour, so everything there works. What my script installs is a command called yabridge environment. If I do command yabridge environment run wine version, I will get Wine 9.21 staging. If I just run Wine version, I get my system Wine, which is the Wine 10. So the YBENV is kind of like a wrapper application that diverts everything that runs on it into the Wine staging 9.21 version. And this is also the one that I patched yabridge host applications with. So those host applications will always point to that specific Wine version, which is installed in optional Wine staging there. Okay, so you can use NeuralDSP, for instance, and many other Windows plugins also in Linux. And there are weird things you need to deal with, like that installer issue with NeuralDSP, and also the licensing things are always kind of nasty. But everything works, and it works good. Just remember that when you install any of those plugins, never run the standalone of that. So always run it as a VST plugin on some host application, because that's when you get the performance out of yabridge. Otherwise, you will not get it, and you might even break the dedicated Wine environment by running it with another Wine version. So that's it for today. Thank you, and see you in, 3 months or so in this pace. So yeah.